Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we're reacting to Canada versus Tunisia. Live stream watch along reaction, international friendly. Tunisians, I am very sorry we were late, but it seems that my subscribers really blew up. So thank you for staying. With that being said, they are kicking off at 7:58. Which means we do this game live, and then we jump straight to the Iraq-Bolivia game as soon as the Canada game's over. No reviews tonight, 4 streams. That's all you'll get because I got to do what I got paid to do. So, and I'm not going to do a quadruple review, and I'm not doing the Canada review, like the video review itself, until it's not a heel turn. It's not my fault the rain delay ruined everything. Don't get mad at me. With that being said, Canada stream, stop. Iraq, Bolivia stream, because I got paid to do it. And then no reviews, just 4 streams today, and then I'll do my Intercontinental Playoff recap tomorrow. Get mad that the weather ruined everything. 3-0 Argentina, I'm not surprised. Starting 11s are as follows for Canada in goal. Maxime Crepeau, the back four, Segor, Waterman, Ralph Prizo, Richie Larea. The midfield four, Teni Luashei, Marcelo Flores, Ishmael Kone, and Nathan Saliba. And up top, Liam Miller and Jonathan David. For Tunisia, in goal we have Abdel Muhib Shamak. The back Canada game even goes ahead because it's been delayed 3 times. It's going to start at 7:58. It is going ahead. It is starting at 7:58. As far as I know, it's starting in 7 minutes. So the rain is dissipated, and here we go. That's why I waited to start, so I knew when it actually was starting. 1-0 Brazil. For the back four, Alagram, we have Rami Khedira, we have Mulaz Nafati, and Omar Rekik. The midfield 3 of Elias Shkiri, we have Ali Abdi, we have Anis Ben Slimane, and the front 3 of Louis Ben Farhat, Saifala Liaif, and Elias Saad for Tunisia. So we shall see how this game goes. 4 streams, no reviews tonight because thank the rain delay. But at least you're getting 4 streams. So, I mean, you're getting my reaction in the moment. Maybe I'll do an Italy Get Out video later this week in a more urinating tree squid style than my own style. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have to get used to these weathers, especially the American with the World Cup. You do realize the Club World Cup was really the same way. Now, the only thing different about this summer than last summer is there will be a El Nino. It's an El Nino year instead of a La Nina year, so, or a neutral. And so that's going to change the pattern of the weather in the summer, but we'll see how that turns out. Less hurricanes, though, for sure. Well, I would assume. But either way, conventional wisdom, El Nino means less hurricanes. But, oh, Gio Reyna's playing for the USA. Well, good for him. With that being said, getting ready for this game to get going. And the Canada game will soon begin. Let me make sure I didn't jinx it. Doesn't look like I jinxed it. All right. I'd be pissed if I did. Looks like it's game on. All right. Honestly, I do not need to see that Italy game all over again. We'll just flip it when it has to be flipped. Caulfield's 3 away, 2-1 after 2. I was like, So we'll do this Canada game live. No reviews today. No reviews today. Straight up 4 lives, and that's it. We'll do the Canada game. Finish the Canada game because it'll be 8 to 10. Flip to the Bolivia Iraq game on stream. Do that. We're done. So 4 streams, no reviews. Thanks to the rain delay. So I was trying to do a triple review. I'm not doing a quadruple review. As I said, I was not doing the review for the. I was only doing the Iraq Bolivia game live unless it was crazy. But we're just gonna go straight to. We're just gonna go 4 lives and be done with it. Either way, just gonna do 4 lives and be done with it. How we doing, Risklander? Canada about to get going. I would flip it, FS2. You know, I'd flip it. It's about to start. I would flip it, but okay. Single, because there's enough time. Well, I don't know about enough time, but like it's one after the other. So it's a single and a single. Canada, then Iraq, Bolivia. No double. No double. There's no reason for it to be a double. And if it went too long, I would have just started the Iraq one and done it as a unadvertised watch along. So at least we're here. But it'll be a single and a single. Don't worry. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Finally. Here we go. At Canada, we begin. We are beginning. Teams are walking out. We are going to begin. Thank the Lord. Here we go. After 2-hour delay. Penta's in the Mexico game announcing the teams. Ugh, okay. Cool, I guess. Either way. Well, no, it was more 6:30. More like an hour and a half. But whatever. Here we go. Team's going to walk out. We're getting ready. Canada, Tunisia. See how it goes. So, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. It's fine. So, live. Finish the game. Go live for the second half. And there was a homer for the Rockies. Damn it. I didn't realize you could get thunderstorms still at 9 Celsius. 9 Celsius is, well, I won't say pretty warm, but it's above freezing. Now, normally storms come through a cold front, but if it's severe, like it's just, I don't know. Either way. Scherzer went 6 and gave up a homer. Not bad. But, of course, the thing that makes the storm stronger is that it's warm before the cold front. There's also the warm sector, but this ain't a weather stream. I started this at too late to be a weather stream. So, do with it what you will. Here we go. It's about to start. Sad for all the Italians over the world that missed the World Cup. It's about to start. Oh, look, at ES Tunis jersey in Toronto. Teams are walking out. Canada wearing their black jersey. Tunisia wearing their white. They say 7:58 kickoff, which just means everybody's walking out at 7:58, of course. But here we go. Teams are about to walk out. It is starting. It is starting. They are in the tunnel as we speak. They are walking out of the tunnel as we speak. They are playing tonight. They're playing right now. Kickoff going to be like 8:10, 8:03. Well, that's about normal, isn't it? They're about to walk out right now. Right now. What's right now in Arabic? Or they're playing right now. Or about to play right now. I don't know what time it is over there. Over here, it's 8 o'clock. In Toronto, it's 9. Now. They're about to walk out right now. That's all I know. They're walking out as we speak to the field. About to play the anthems. And they will play the anthems and play the game. UK, it's 2 a.m. It's probably 4 a.m. in Tunisia. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Canada wearing their black jerseys. Tunisia wearing their white. Tunisia's 2. Okay. So now, 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. Or could it be 2 p.m.? Well, no, it wouldn't be 2 p.m. No. Either way. Canada, they're not even going to play the anthem on TV. Screw it, I'll sing it myself then. I don't even know if they're playing the Canadian anthem first, probably not, but I'm going to sing it anyway because Fox Sports sucks. So, I wasn't watching on Fox Sports, that's probably why. Either way. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. There we go. Because, Fox Sports ain't showing it. Lol. I knew they were losing, but of course. So, live. That's it for the day. Portugal's literally playing with their food. Not surprised, but Portuguese food I heard is pretty good. So, unlike Portuguese food, they'll play with the USA. Because why would you play with Portuguese food? Because I've heard it's good. That's all I've heard, though. Either way, Tunisia has the same time zone as the UK. Oh, well, I didn't know that. All right. Who'd the Jays put in? Mason Fluharty. Okay. Jays are winning 2-1, by the way. We're going to get this game going. The Miami Marlins are actually good. I'm shocked. Teams are shaking hands, and here we go. So we'll start the Bolivia-Iraq game stream as soon as the Canada game's over. Starting 11s are as follows for Canada: Maxime Crepeau, Lorea, Prizo, Waterman, Segura, Marcelo Flores, Ishmael Kone, Nathan Saliba, Liam Miller, Tenny Luashei, and Jonathan David for Canada. Is the game going to start now? Yep, it's starting as we speak. Well, once they do the starting 11s and all that. Only reason that Tunisia has the same time as soon as UK's, they don't have operate on daylight saving. Well, there you go. Canada wearing their new black jerseys. I want to buy one of those. If I buy a 2026 Canada World Cup jersey, it's going to be the black jersey. I just hope it's as cool as these. As in, I should say, I hope the record in those are as good as this. Business Blacks 2.0. Business Black jerseys 2.0. Hopefully. I mean, those 3 point, the ones they wore at the Gold Cup a couple of years ago looked pretty similar to this. I can't say there was much difference. Either way, coin toss, David captaining the side. They're not saying who the referees are. Either way. Okay. Tunisia, starting 11, Shamak, Abdi, Rekik, Grom, Nafati, Ben Sliman, Shkiri, Kadira, Saad, Ben Farhat, and Latif for Tunisia. Here we go. So once this game's over, we'll be live for the Iraq-Bolivia game, and that's what we're finishing with. Can Canada rebound from that somewhat embarrassing draw to Iceland? We're going to find out. Here we go. Canada to kick off the first half. We are finally going. And we will begin. Canada versus Tunisia. We will begin. The one that isn't a... It's a friendly, but it's not do or die. What was this Portugal team against Mexico? I mean, I thought Mexico were solid against Portugal. I thought they played well. Playing forward. Over the top, Tunisia. Canada almost... What are we doing, man? Bad start. I know it's only 30 seconds. That's out for a throw-in. Saliba can't keep it in. Throw-in for Tunisia, 36 seconds. I think America might actually struggle the World Cup, the pressure of a home World Cup. Well, I mean, it's the same thing that happened in Copa America, you know? And I thought the USA was finally turning a corner under Pochettino. Turns out, no. I don't know what to think, but it doesn't surprise me that they buckled under the pressure of a home Copa America, that they did as a cash grab, cross in, and now they're starting to buckle under the pressure of a home World Cup. It doesn't surprise me to an extent. So either way. Nil-nil. Flores. Marcelo Flores on the ball. How's Jamaica not in the World Cup with all the talent they have? Same reason as Italy. They underperform. Playing forward. Playing forward. Canada runs onto it. Liam Miller loses the ball. 0-0. I mean, I like what I'm seeing so far. I think Canada looks much better than they did last game, for sure. Playing forward. Nice play. Saliba runs it through, and that's out for a goal kick. I mean, there are shelter in places in stadiums during severe thunderstorms. Yes. Like there are severe weather there are places to shelter, mostly the bathrooms of stadiums. I know that about Bush Stadium for sure. Tunisia playing forward. Good tackle. No foul, advantage played. While Mexico going for it, I can't believe it. So, just from what I know about Bush Stadium, the outdoor stadiums, yeah. They playing forward. Cross in. Oluwaseyi shot saved. Corner for Canada. What a shot by Oluwaseyi, but Shamak makes the save. Good play so far. 5th minute. Oh, God. Cross in, header. There's only one stadium that can keep the proper name, but keep the logo on the stadium. That's Mercedes-Benz Stadium, because on the roof they can't cover it up. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. Cleared away. With that being said, Flores, short corner. Ball crossed in. Header. Punched over the bar. Pushed over the bar. Whatever you want to call it. Either way. Six minutes in. Canada looked pretty good, I have to say. I think he's saying WDR Congo, but whatever. WDR Congo, I guess. With that being said, tomorrow we'll have a recap of the playoffs. 4 streams today and a recap of the playoffs. Video tomorrow and, of course, month ahead. Either way. Playing forward, Canada. Canada attacking. Still has the ball. Cross in, but a free kick the other way. Eight minutes in. Tunisia on the ball. FIFA ain't going to help the USA not get grouped. Remember my words. It doesn't matter if you get help if you can't figure it out yourself, so to speak. If they're bad enough, you can't get the help. It does you no good. Playing forward. Canada has it. Sometimes if the players aren't good enough, it does not matter. Playing forward. You can't give red cards and penalties out of nothing. Well, red cards a little bit easier, but playing forward. And also, I think it would be kind of unfair if they only treat one host good and the other two not so. So, especially in this era of social media, like if they're going to rig it for the US, they got to rig it for Canada and Mexico until they play each other. You know what I mean? Like you can't just give the USA. Prizar looks 10 times better than Kamal Miller. Yeah, I agree. Kamal got washed quick. I won't even lie. Richie LeRae on the ball. The USA is the Trump host. Yeah, but it's called, there's 3 hosts of this tournament. And social media is going to be really mad if they figure out that. I think they're all crying in Woodbridge this evening. I don't know. Maybe that's why there was a rain delay. It wasn't rain. It was tears. And the thunder was the anger. Maybe it wasn't a rainstorm. Maybe it was tears. Free kick for Marcelo Flores. It was actually a rainstorm. I'm joking. 0-0. Flores with a cross in. Saved by Shamak. I don't know. I just think you can't help one host if you ain't going to help them all. But you're probably right. I don't think Canada needs the rest to cheat for them anyway. Well, I mean, if you are, I would prefer it to be the Bosnia game. But if they were, I prefer the Bosnia game. But either way. Playing forward. Tunisia have the ball, 12th minute. Looking good so far. Playing through, and that's out for a throw-in. I think Canada looks like the better team so far. Today's a good day. I disagree. I think Canada's going to do it clean. Mexico's going to half-ass it, and USA should get grouped. I would agree with that. Oh, yeah. Gravina's talking nonsense again. Playing forward. Free kick for Canada. That's probably the real outcome. Well, playing forward. Good step. Canada has it. Flores. Oh, you know what? I liked what I just saw there. Marcelo Flores with a good run to keep it alive. Awesome play by Marcelo. Damn, he's talented. You know what? I'm glad Canada has Marcelo Flores. I don't care. That was awesome. I ain't seen none like that. Even when Canada was good. A save like, or a recovery like that to keep the ball on his feet. That was awesome. That's the freaking Marcelo I wanted to see in Toronto, or I should say for Canada. That's what I was looking for. Playing forward. It's out for a corner for Canada. Canada pressing very well. I agree. And Indy 11 just got beat by Omaha in the U.S. Open Cup. I think Canada's looking good. I think they're the better team. By far. Cross in. Header down. Cleared by Tunisia. Ball crossed in. Cleared by Tunisia. Canada's just goal for Mexico. $16 minutes. But I think $16 minutes. Ball crossed in. Jorge Sanchez. Wait, Jorge Sanchez scored the goal? Crepeau clears it. Good job. Headed forward. I think Canada looks amazing right now. This is so much better than the weekend. This game is so much better than the Iceland game, which I guess Tunisia is a better team than Iceland as in level, or what you would expect their level to be. So I'm glad overall. I think Canada is looking amazing right now. Good to hear Mexico's doing well. Playing forward. Marcelo Flores. I gotta say, Marcelo Flores might be man of the match so far. If it keeps going the way it's going, free kick for Tunisia. If this game keeps going the way it's going, I think Marcelo Flores is man of the match. Call me crazy, but either way. Playing backwards. I think Canada looks amazing right now. I think they look awesome. This is what I want to see. Yeah. So Belgium are frauds, I guess. Fuck if I know. So Belgium are frauds is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Belgium are frauds. Is that what I'm hearing? I guess I'm hearing Belgium are frauds. Gutierrez. Jorge Sanchez did score. Oh my God. 19th minute. Mexico's eating them alive. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Doing pretty good for Canada Tunisia stream, eh? Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Either way. But we will be live for the Bolivia-Iran game. Once that starts, we will flip the Canada game to the Bolivia-Iran game. Or Iraq. Bolivia, Iraq, my bad. Bolivia, Iraq. Can't. Either way. Marcelo Flores has the ball, keeps it in, loses it. I think Marcelo looks awesome, though. I think Marcelo's playing amazing. Awesome play for Marcelo. Open play. Here comes Tunisia. Big attack for Tunisia. And Kone gets there, and Crepeau makes the save. Maximum Crepeau. Well, it's barely anything worth a damn, but either way. So, we finished this game, and we move to the next. Playing forward. "21 minutes of 45. I'm doing good. Even though Italy missing the World Cup, I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I'm sad, but I'm doing fine. Canada's doing well, though, so. Playing forward. Canada looking awesome. 22 minutes. Playing forward. Cross in. Header. Nobody there. Oluwaseyi over the bar. Man. Playing forward. 23rd minute. Crepeau. Belgium is frustrated. I guess they are frauds. I don't know what to think about Belgium. They're flat track bullies. They beat the shit out of the USA. So the USA might be garbage. They might be frauds too. Larea doesn't get there. Cleared away by Tunisia. Blocked away. Larea step. Nope. Still Tunisia clears. Look. You know what? If I do an Italy video on Thursday or Friday for them missing the World Cup just because I still might have to do that. It might be more in the urinating tree squid style. Italy, get out. Player down hurt for Canada. Is that a Kubi? No, Ralph Prizo. Ralph Prizo's down hurt. Damn it. No. Ah, shit. Ralph being hurt sucks. Jesus Lord. Crap. Substitution. They're taking off Ralph Prizo for Kamal Miller. Oh my God. No! Well, this game might just go south. Throws forward. Well, at least you got to be happy. Canada playing forward. Jonathan David. Here's a chance. Shot save. Liam Miller shot save. Saliba chips it over the top. Saliba chips it through. Crosses in. Dumped down. And lost. Kone. Shot. Saved and over the bar. Corner for Canada. 27th minute. Flipped it over. Put it over the bar. Kone down. I think the USA just sucks. We have to watch Kamal Miller in 2026. To be fair, all our other center backs are hurt, or in the case of Knight LaBelle, his League Two team is trying to get promoted. Well, do we really want to watch Jamie Knight LaBelle over Kamal Miller if he's at a League Two team? Don't think there's much of a difference there. No disrespect, but well, they're probably League One level if they're about to get promoted. Well, okay, fine, but still not better than MLS. What about a washed-up dude in MLS? Shot's sake. Well, it sucks how bad Kamal Miller has been washed up. Now I can see why some of the Portland fans are complaining. I can see why some of the Portland fans are angry and think their team sucks ass. I can see why. Never thought I would say that, but here we are. 5-0 for Argentina. Messi scored at home. In his final match in Argentina, very likely so, Messi scored in his final match in Argentina. Header. Good save. He did score. Now you would think. But Blue Jays scored. Kazuma Okamoto. Let's go, Blue Jays. Saved. 30th minute. We'll leave that alone. The Toronto Blue Jays scored. Kazuma Okamoto. Legend. Playing for Canada. Playing for 5-1 Blue Jays. Top of the 8th. Let's go. 5-1 Blue Jays, baby. Let's go. Ernie Clement, double. Okamoto, single. Okay. 30th minute. Playing forward, Canada, 30th minute. The 12th for Canada is Kyle Larin. Playing forward. Header, out for a goal kick, 30th minute. Tunisia plays it back to their keeper. USMNT lose 2-0 to Portugal. There you go. Playing forward. So we will be live for the Iraq-Bolivia game once this is over. Playing forward. Marcelo Flores couldn't keep it in. 31st minute. Plays it backwards. Cleared away by Crepeau. The cope is so bad, I think it's finally hitting them that the USA sucks. They do. I'm pissed. I mean, Italy deserved it. Bosnia are the better team. Bosnia were the better team. Italy, though, their federation is garbage. Man. I'm not as angry as I was in the moment. It hurts. They deserve to lose the way they played that game and the stupid shit they did. Bosnia were playing hard and they were on Italy like white on rice. Italy got what they deserved. It sucks. I hate that they're missing the World Cup, but I hate Canada's going to play a harder team because Bosnia is going to be looked at as a backwater underdog compared to Italy. And you know what happens when we play backwater underdogs? We're garbage. You know what happens when that... So we're going to lose that Bosnia game. I'm afraid. I'm afraid right now we're going to lose that Bosnia game. Bastoni always folds. Mexico looking good against Belgium. Playing forward. Playing forward. Cross in. Nothing serious. Playing forward. Oh no. Tunisia, one-on-one. Cross. Shot saved. How did they not score? Liam Miller. Big run from Liam Miller to make them not score. Wow. Wow. Canada were dead to rights. And Liam Miller steps up and keeps Canada a 0-0 draw. And Maxime Crepeau as well. But what a run. What a track back by Liam Miller. And the misplaced cross lets him get in there to clear the ball. What a play. Wow. Okay, maybe I was too harsh on Liam. Maybe I was too harsh on him. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. Wow. What a catch-up. I didn't know he was that fast. Cross in. Header. "35th minute. "10 minutes plus stoppage time. Who do I blame for super clipping around 130R? Playing forward. What a play by Liam Miller. And we will, once this game's over, we'll flip to the Iraq Bolivia stream. So we'll be live for most of that match. And then once that game's over, we're done. No reviews tonight, thanks to the rain delay. Just 4 streams. But, well, I'm sure the streams are better anyway than the videos anyway. I'm sure 4 streams are better than a freaking review that comes out like 4 and 2 hours away from the end of 2 of the 3 matches. Either way, it's fine. Now, will I do on sometime in the middle of the week on Thursday or Friday, will I do a shit on Italy video? Probably. We'll see. Just go like Italy get out video, whether I do it my own style or more of the urinating tree style. Rage against the Italy. Rage against the World Cup. Italy get out. Actually, that works perfectly. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Rage Against the World Cup. RSR8. Rage Against the World Cup. Italy, get out. There we go. Yeah, that works. That works. That works. Or should be Rage Against the FIGC. Either or. Either or. Rage Against the playoffs. Actually, there you go. There we go. I think I got it. Nothing serious. Playing forward. Who's responsible for Italy's result? Bastoni. Bastoni doesn't get that red card. I think Italy holds on. I do. Bastoni's responsible for being a fucking idiot. Advantage played. It's got to be Bastoni. Has to be. Like, they weren't defending badly, and frankly, the referee maybe is a little bit as well, because I feel like the goal that Bosnia scored was a foul. It could have been pulled back for a foul. Mostly Bastoni, though. Oh, and by the way, when we had that free kick, Bosnia should have been down a man because, well, if Italy's red card was dog-so, then the free kick, the late free kick, that was dog-so as well, so that should have been a red card. It was dog-so and a free kick. Should have been the same way. It should have been 10v10. Not that it would have meant anything, but, you know, either or. So we'll see what happens. Thursday or Friday, maybe I'll do the Italy eulogy video. We'll see. Header. It's either or. Shot blocked away. Starting to believe what the people were saying about the USA. It wasn't them hosting the World Cup. They wouldn't even be in it. Okay, I don't believe that. I mean, I don't believe that. They would have qualified out of CONCACAF. They would have qualified out of CONCACAF. I mean, I'm sure they would have had a group that wouldn't have had them play Mexico. They would have qualified out of CONCACAF. Now, if they were in the same group as Canada, on the other hand, that might have been a little bit tougher, especially if it was like one team per group. Who wins the group goes on. I don't know. Either way. Header. And I think 6 teams automatically go to the World Cup in the new format, so it's like top 2 in each group. Goes through, and the best third-place team plays the playoff, or the 2 best third-place teams play the playoff. Next time, when Italy's or Canada's actually in the playoff, or Canada or USA's actually in the World Cup qualifiers, no, because I don't care. But, yeah, Messi scored for Argentina. They won 5-0 against Zambia. I don't care. Now, 41st minute. Playing forward. Messi was amazing tonight. They got their ass handed to him 2 times in a row. Yep. Larea plays forward. Cross in. Header. Playing forward. It's out for a corner for Canada. 42nd minute. Corner. No World Cup for Jamaica. I don't know what's more. Actually, cross in, header, out for a goal kick. 43rd minute. I don't know what's more embarrassing. Jamaica out or Italy out? But playing forward. Blocked away. Over the top, Kamal Miller heads it away. Canada, nobody there. Tunisia playing it backwards. I think Canada's been the better team. They have struggled at times, and they aren't as hot as they were as they begun the game, but could be worse. Could be worse. 44th minute. There's Asian Eurovision. I have a prediction for Bolivia versus Iraq. Ayman Hussein will score a header. Remember that name. Isn't he the guy who scored a header against Japan at the Asian Cup 3 years ago? I feel like I remember that name. Doesn't he always score headers? Like, isn't that sort of his deal? Isn't that sort of his gimmick, is scoring headers? I could have sworn it was. Quinones, bro. Did he score or did he miss? Scored a header against Argentina in the Olympics. Yep, there we go. Yep, I also, yep. Okay. Almost forgot about that. 45th minute, 2 minutes of stoppage time. Cross in, headed away by Tunisia. Playing forward. Here comes Canada. Goal kick. Kone couldn't get it through. One minute to go. So he's going all out. Interception's always there for the tack perfection, dude. Quinones, he's damn good. I'm glad he's doing well. .47th minute. Canada soon to go to half. They play the ball forward, and we shall see when the referee blows the whistle. Maybe one last attack in this half for Canada. We're going to the half 0-0. Take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight, be back. And then, of course, we have a whole nother full game after this. I'm not changing. No rant for Jamaica. No, because rain delay. I was going to try to do the triple review in the hour between, or the hour or some between Canada, Tunisia, and then the Iraq-Bolivia game, but that will not happen because there was a rain delay. So no reviews tonight, just 4 streams, which I got paid to do the Iraq-Bolivia stream. So at least I'm doing what I was paid to do. The rain delay makes me have to, which I'm never going to, you know. I made that promise. I got paid. We're going to do it. So that means four streams. That means 4 streams. Because when you promise something, you have to do it. Even if it's not exactly how you want to do it, you gotta roll with the punches. And Mother Nature said, "Screw you, 4 streams." So once this game's over, we'll flip over to the Iraq-Bolivia stream as quick as I can because I still have to put it up on Rumble. And then just 4 streams today. And then the recap video tomorrow, and of course, month ahead for the Dynasty Stars. And Thursday or Friday, maybe we'll do an Italy Get Out Rage Against the Playoffs video. That's what we'll call it, I guess. I don't know. Hey, no, we love it, Dillon. We love it. We love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No complaints to you, man. I'm just saying. No complaints to you. I'm just saying. Things changed. I wanted to do the triple review, but the rain delay said screw all that. So no complaints towards you. I'm complaining about the weather. Thought Jamaica changed. No. No, they did not change. They're still garbage. Is that pickles or jalapenos? I don't know if I'd want a pickle pizza from Little Caesars, but, you know. Oh, they're breadsticks. Either way. The JFF changed for the better when they got dual nations. And they still missed the World Cup. Hell, I think some of those dual nationals aren't passionate enough for Jamaica, to be fair. But either way. I thought Jamaica played better. My thoughts on that, I think Jamaica played better than I expected them to play. Sadly enough, it wasn't enough. They did not get murdered. DR Congo, I mean, there were some offsides that helped Jamaica not lose, but before 90 minutes were up. But I thought Jamaica played tough. I thought they played solidly. They looked good. I think it's a heartbreaker for their sake because they easily could have, I won't say easily could have won, but they definitely could have taken it to penalties. They just lost in the last couple of minutes. And I think they did much better than I expected them to. They actually did pick up their socks from what the first game was like for them. So overall, does it suck? Yeah, it sucks that they lost, and I think a lot of people would agree. But they played hard, and in the end, you got to do better than that. I think if your best still doesn't get you there, it is what it is. But I think Jamaica looked better than Italy did when it comes to playing down in your semifinal just to get to the final and then lose. I think Jamaica played better than Italy did. But DR Congo just found a way. I mean, those are my thoughts. But with that being said, hell, you even said they looked better. Hell, even you said, no, son, no. Even you said even you said they looked better than you thought they would. So that's all I was saying. I thought they'd get murdered. Especially after how they played New Caledonia. They looked better than I expected. Losing 1-0 is not an achievement, but it's definitely, at least they could be proud of themselves. Like, I know it's not much of a consolation, but at least they didn't get murdered. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the halftime with the stats, get this one going, and then we'll move on to the next game after the Canada game's over. And Prizo's pissed off. Awesome. I'm being sarcastic. It sucks he's hurt. Sit tight. Canada's doing just fine here tonight. I don't know. Don't disrespect. I think Canada's performance is just fine. Now, the USA's was garbage, but I think Canada's having a way better game tonight. So, I don't know what you're saying. Habs won 4-1 versus Tampa. Nice. Ecuador. Is that? Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it'll tell me. Ecuador. Okay, Ecuador. Respect. Gracias, gracias. Stats of the half are as follows. Gracias, Ecuador. Gracias. %61 possession, 39% possession, 9 shots to 3, 4 shots on goal to 2, 220 accurate passes to 131, 87% pass accuracy to 79% pass accuracy, 5 fouls to 6, 5 corners to 1, 254 passes to 166, 87% pass accuracy to 79, 10 throws to 10, 0 offside to 0, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 0-0 at the half. I think Canada's been the better team. And they've been closer to scoring, and they've had some really good chances. And Marcelo Flores looks amazing, frankly. I am very happy with Canada's performance so far. It's sad they haven't scored, but Jays win 5-1. Let's go. Let's go. Jays win 5-1. Let's see what the Raptors 905 did. Hold on. The 905, did they win their playoff game? $52-58 at the half. Down. And the Raptors lost by 15. 905 lost by 15 in the playoffs. One game and out. Jesus, bro. Okamoto, another RBI. Canada's doing good. By the way, nice. Yeah, I saw that. And the Raptors 905 got eliminated from the NBA G League playoffs after one game. Canada 61%, Tunisia 39, 254 passes to 166. Yeah, Canada looks like the better team to me. I think they're doing very well and strongly playing well. Max Scherzer always takes the field first on start days, and Vladdy respects that rule. Thoughts on Curacao getting their shit rocked by Australia 5-1. I'm not surprised. Australia is a better team of the two. I think that's a result that should happen. I think that's the result that you would expect to happen. I think that's what you'd expect. So I think we got what we expected to see. Here comes the second half. Blue Jays are 4-1, baby. Let's go. Organizational change needed for Jamaica. I agree. They've always needed that, though. Second half, here we go. Crepeau. Do you see Jamaica versus DR Congo stay humble? DR Congo were the better team. Or better enough to win the game. Based Italy. Italy blocked, 11 hours ago, Italy blocked a U.S. military plane from landing in the country. Based Italy. Khalil Ayari is on for Tunisia. Yep. Want them to win, though, for the Caribbean. See, Troop's very angry right now. I don't blame him. I'm also angry about Italy. So who's really either what? I mean, yeah. And then you have guys like Sun who hate watch him anyway. So, in my opinion, as long as CONCACAF teams aren't playing Canada or Italy or Japan, I want CONCACAF teams to win. Ireland, well, it doesn't matter. Italy's out. Oh! Heavy tackle on Marcelo Flores. Now, if CONCACAF teams are playing Canada, Canada. If Canada's playing Italy, Canada. If Canada's playing Japan, Canada. I guess if they ever played Ireland in some way, Canada. Oh, wait, no, I think Canada's playing Ireland. Oh, damn, man. I just realized that sucks. I get Canada, Ireland in a friendly. Luca Bacchio scores for Belgium. Second half, 46 minute. I just realized, you know what sucks? Latif off for Ayari for Tunisia. You know what sucks? Canada's last friendly before the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, is against Ireland. So I get Ireland versus Canada, but I do not get Italy versus Canada. That sucks. All because Italy blew it. That's what they get. They laughed at Bermuda, Curacao, and Trinidad. Look at them now. Playing forward. Cross in. Header. Well, I mean, I don't blame them. Well, Bermuda's garbage. So laughing at Bermuda, fine. Laughing at that group, you know what? I even said, oh, Jamaica. And honestly, I was more like, oh, if anybody gets out of this group that ain't Jamaica, it's going to be Trinidad, right? Thoughts on Kamar Lawrence? I mean, I like Kamar Lawrence. I thought he was a solid player. I loved when he played for TFC. I think he was solid for TFC. I was glad we had him for a while. Damn solid player for Jamaica. Streets won't forget Kamar Lawrence. That's what I say. You know, I think he was a damn good player. Now, of course, I think he's retired at this point, so playing forward. Bleeds with passion for Jamaica. And some of those dual nationals don't. My point exactly. If you don't bleed with passion for the country you're playing for, you shouldn't be playing for that country. I don't care if you're the best player in the world. I don't care if you play in Europe. I don't care if you play in the Premier League. If you don't bleed with passion for the country you play for, especially if you choose to play for that country, you don't deserve to be there. And I think that's the main problem with Jamaica. I think a lot of these dual nationals, on paper, they don't play well as a team. But I think the problem is a lot of these dual nationals don't really play with a passion for Jamaica as you would want them to. I think they think that they could easily just walk through CONCACAF and do what they got to do and get through. And they've learned that they can't do that even without the USA, Mexico, and Canada on the path. Now, if you look at Canada, as far as I could tell, you look at guys like Marcelo Flores. Marcelo Flores, surprisingly enough, is playing with passion for the Canadian badge. And he looks damn good while doing it. I think Marcelo Flores is probably the man of the match so far for Canada. And I had my doubts. Like 5 years ago, I'd have been over the damn moon if we got him. Now, I wasn't so over the moon. But I was wrong. He's still the same Marcelo Flores we wanted 5 years ago on Canada. He's damn talented. And you know what? I can see the passion, and he's playing damn well. So my point is this. You got to play with at least respect for the badge, especially if you choose that team as a dual national. Look, for example, another good example. Look at the Italian World Baseball Classic team. All those guys could have played for Venezuela, could have played for the USA, could have played for Canada, especially Canada. The Italian Canadians could have played for Canada. But you look at Vinny Pasquantino, and I mean, if you look at the USA roster, I don't see anybody on that World Baseball Classic roster where you could have been like, you know what? He should have been there over Vinny Pasquantino or Jack Caglione. You know, I don't think you could do that, and I think they easily could have been on Team USA. So the Italian players of the World Baseball Classic chose to rep that Italian script on the jersey, and they were proud to do it. They had pride. Oluwaseyi pressing, and he doesn't get the ball back. I know Toronto let Spicer go. It was a year ago at this point. And yeah, Griezmann gets to play with Spicer, or Spicer gets to play with Griezmann, which is awesome. Hopefully Orlando's not out of it by then completely. Larea with a cross loses the ball. Should have drove the other way. Either way, 0-0, 50th minute. If his father wasn't so hell-bent to begin with, Flores would have played for Canada and Qatar. Why do you think I call Marcelo Flores' dad a pageant mom? Free kick for Tunisia. Why do you think I call Flores' father a pageant mom? Because that's exactly what he acted like. If you ever watched Dance Moms, I grew up watching that show because my Nana loved that show. So I know. Shot over the bar. And Nana also loved Honey Boo Boo, so there's the pageant part. But Dance Moms, pageant moms, same shit. Ruben Flores is a pageant mom. And he was living vicariously through Marcelo. And probably, well, no, because I guess sort of his daughters as well, but I don't think he saw it the same way because they were girls. I think he saw Marcelo as the chip off the old block. You know, either way. So, yes, you're right. But that's why I call Flores' dad a pageant mom. Because he acts like a pageant mom. It doesn't come from nowhere. It doesn't come from nowhere. Miller 8.1. I mean, I'm still a fan of Tyrese Spicer. I'm still a fan of him. I don't care if he left Toronto. I still like Tyrese. It is what it is. Blame. The only reason I know how pageant moms and dance moms act is because my Nana used to watch those shows a whole hell of a lot when I was in late elementary, junior high, and high school. And I always, whenever I got home, I always watched those shows with her. So, yeah, I got her into watching WWE. I watched her shows. So, either way, right? So blame my Nana that I even know. Okay? Either way. Before I get introspective and start crying and grieving, I'm somebody's been gone for 6 years. I'm on camera. I'm gonna shut up. Either way, man, I miss her. Yellow card to Canada. Every Croatian father wants his son to play for Croatia, not for Switzerland, Australia. So what about Segor? So what? You're saying Segur's father didn't want him to play for Canada? But he chose, unlike Marcelo, he chose Canada straight out. So that either says to me, I don't know. So be it. In my opinion, it is what it is. 55th minute. No. 54th minute. Taking Steve McLaren for TFC? Fuck no. Steve McLaren? No. I would rather have Robin Fraser than Steve McLaren. But either or, they both suck. Call the Pirate. They both suck. Call the Pirate. Or if you want to choose anybody else. Bobby Smirniotis. Daniel Jebison and Derek Cornelius coming on for Canada. And Jonathan Osorio. Ryan Alumi from the Vancouver Whitecaps is coming on for Tunisia. So, Canadian, we had another goalie fight this season. I guess that's what you sent me. Derek Cornelius coming on. Thank you. Yeah. Damn, Barger hasn't had a hit this year. Ooh. Either way. Jamaicans were excited for Steve McLaren because he has Premier League experience. And how did that turn out? That don't mean shit. He's a fucking dinosaur. And I'm not saying, and I don't think Rudolph Speed is any better, but Steve McLaren is a dinosaur. They do not play football the way you need to play it in the modern day to win games, especially with the players that you have. That was the worst. That was the worst. That was the worst thing they could have done, was hire a guy like him after Hal Grimson. So did Dwight York. I agree, but at least Southgate is younger, so just send it to you. Okay. Ben Hamid on for Abdi. I'll check it after. Well, neither of y'all made the World Cup, and both those managers got fired, so... Oh, it's for Waterman. It's Oluwaseyi for Jebison, and it's Cornelius for Waterman. So if you were hoping Cornelius was coming in for Miller, no. Which I was hoping so too, but either way. Saliba for Osorio, 58th minute. So, I mean, what do you really want about that? Like, both managers got fired. Let me enjoy this day. Fair enough. Fair enough. And I'm not happy. Even if Canada wins, I'll be happy about that. Marcelo Flores. Ball crossed in. Header. Nobody there. Brought down. Kone clears it. Like, maybe, but me, I think this day sucks. So, it's all about perspective. Like, I really don't care what Jamaica did. I really don't. Italy missing the World Cup again hurts like hell. And I know somebody wants me to do a video. I know some people want me to do a video. Ripping the frickin' FIGC to shreds, which I'll probably do on Thursday or Friday. Probably Friday. Depending on what style I'm doing it, I have no idea. Remember the Canada coach who was a disaster, then coached Trinidad? Oh, Stephen Hart. Stephen Hart. I mean, I like Stephen Hart. Like, that team was like, yeah, 8-1 was under him, but I like Stephen Hart. And he was good at Halifax as well. I think Stephen Hart's a good guy. Did it go, was he perfect? No. Do I totally blame him for 8-1? No, Honduras was just better at the time, and we were garbage. And it was at San Pedro Sula. Like, I don't blame him, you know. Like, I can't. But yeah, I wouldn't call him a disaster, but like I was too young to watch the Gold Cup in real time. I am way too young for 86. So at that point, maybe to me, he wasn't a total disaster because I was only used to the men's team being shit up until recently. So I can't. Maybe it's the perspective of you, of course, saw them have 86. And you saw them have the 2000 Gold Cup and what they could have done. 2007, I was old enough for 07 Gold Cup semifinal and all that. But that was about the best I saw up until recently. So, I can't call him a disaster. Well, I mean, what do you call the Halifax Wanderers then? What? They're not a pro team? The CPL is a pro league. He coached the Halifax Wanderers. That's a pro team. That's a pro club team. They were never that good, but... Well, wait, did they make a CPL final with him against Forge? Island Games? I know it was the bubble. Who cares? Other than that, though, they never really kicked on. And then they got rid of him. And now Vonnie Sartini's coaching Halifax. Which is wild in itself. But either way, 61st minute. He never coached a pro team before Canada. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And then he coached Halifax. 2015 to be exact, under Stephen Hart, Prime, Jobin Jones, Molino, Alvin Jones, Bateau. Yeah, I mean, that Trinidad team was good. That Trinidad team was good. But my perspective on Stephen Hart is it was a product of the situation. But either way. Canada, Tunisia, 0-0, 62 minutes. Loss on pens versus Panama. Yep. So, I won't call him a disaster. How do you coach Canada before coaching Canada like Herdman, the same type of idiot? Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Playing forward, blocked away. I will say this about Canada, though. I think Herdman's lucky that Canada, well, besides Canada Soccer Association fucked over Zambrano in favor of Herdman. Because I will say this, I don't know how good Zambrano would have been at getting dual nationals. He already got Junior Hoylett, though. Let's not forget that Junior Hoylett chose Canada during the Zambrano era. And they were looking good with him. And Davies was coming up and all of that. Let me say this. 2022, I believe this. Now, I don't know if this would ever, we can't test it, but I believe Zambrano got fucked. Like, I liked Octavio Zambrano. I believe he got fucked. And I still do. And he did by the CSA. But in my opinion, I think Zambrano would have taken Canada to the World Cup just like Herdman did. Herdman was handed the golden egg, so to speak. And they did a good job, but I believe that Zambrano would have taken Canada to that 2022 World Cup as well. I believe it. Keep everything the same and just have Zambrano there. I think they would have made it. I think they would have made it. I really do. I really do. Exactly. Yep. We got Jefferson on, ranked at a 6.0, 64 minutes in. I like Jefferson. I think he's a solid player. I think he's strong on the ball, makes good runs. I hope he gets I think he's a solid player. I really do. Liverpool and Jefferson. One thing I question is Liverpool and Jefferson, blue and white. Well, look at Canada. Look at Canada. But the players that Canada recruit do meld into the program. I think Canada recruits on. Can they get better players? Dual Nats? Of course. Do I think they also recruit on, do they want to play for Canada? I think deep down, Marcelo really, like Marcelo Flores, I think he really wanted to play for Canada. I think his dad forced him to play for Mexico. And that's why it took so long for him to choose Mexico in the first place. And then he switched anyway when he couldn't make the Mexican national team. And he looks good with Canada. Then you have Jefferson, who wants to play for Canada. You have Ike Ubo, who wanted to play for Canada, who still wants to play for Canada. I think Oluwaseyi still chose Canada, even though he was born in Canada, but he also could have played for other countries as well. Luc de Fougereau, I think he could have played for England as well. Junior Hoylett, of course, could have played for Jamaica, chose Canada. Arvin Peppel, I think he is Canadian. And he's been in the English leagues, of course, after Calvary. But Peppel's doing a good job in the English leagues as well. But Hoylett could have played. So, again, I think Canada also looks at players. Milan Borjan as well, being a dual nat. Stephen Vittoria. I think they also looked at players that wanted to play for Canada, who wanted to play for the Crest. I don't think Jamaicans dual nationals really want to play for Jamaica. They just know, hey, Jamaica will give us games. England won't call us up. We can't make the England squad, but we can make the Jamaican squad. But I think Curacao is more similar to Canada. I think Suriname is more similar to Canada. The players they recruit are proud to play for that country. I don't think Jamaica does it that way. I think Jamaica recruits guys like, hey, we know you have Jamaican heritage. You're from the diaspora, and you're really good in England, but not good enough for the English national team. Would you like to play for Jamaica? And they're like, well, you know what? I always wanted to play for a national team. England won't call me. Okay, sure. And they don't give a shit. I think Canada looks at their players and says, well, you're a good player, and we can build our squad up around you and make our squad better if we get you. But do you want to play for Canada? Is it something you want to do? Is it something in your heart that you would love to do and be passionate about, and would you fit our system? And I think that's why they do so much better about it, is because they care about the scheme fit. They care about the passion. That's what they care about. I don't think, unlike Jamaica, I think Canada, Curacao, Suriname, USA, I think they kind of do it like Jamaica, but not to a bad extent. I mean, I think a lot of those Klinsmann Germans who played for the USA really wanted to play for America. I think some of the players they've went for since then, like Balogun, I think he's proud to play for America more than a Jamaican player wants to play for Jamaica. A Jamaican English player wants to play for Jamaica. But either way, playing forward, I think the U.S. is a little bit better at it if they go for the right places, especially the Germans, the Klinsmann Americans, I like to say. But, you know, Valley 55901 Sacramento Republic. Dallach showed that Herdman was a fraud. Herdman wouldn't shake hands with him. Yeah, that was a bad look. That was a bad look. Like, I didn't really talk about it much in the moment. When I saw Herdman not shake hands with Zlatko Dalic after Canada got their shit rocked, after Herdman did the frickin' F Croatia thing, I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, nah, that's not, nope. No. What was the USA-Portugal score today? 2-0 Portugal. 0-0. 0-0. Draw so far. 70th minute. Garby coming on. W. Herdman. For what? I mean, for me, I think Canada looks at players and sees how much they really would want to play for Canada. And I think that's what matters. So do with that what you will. Playing forward. 70th minute, player down, Ayari. Tunisia are solid in defense. I agree, but most Croatians despise the English. I hear it all the time. Well, big respect to the Croatians. I'm on your side. I respect the Croatians way more than I do the English. Way more. Tunisia are a good team. Yeah, I'm not saying they aren't, but Canada's definitely doing well tonight. It's just they haven't found a goal yet. I think they've had some good moments, though. I think Canada's doing just fine. Richie Larea picks up the ball, cleared away by Kamal Miller. That was just dumb, but okay. Just let Richie get to it and run with it, but okay, fine. But yeah, I will say I would love to travel to Croatia. I would love to spend time in Croatia. I would. Detroit Pistons 127-116 Toronto Raptors. Croatia beat England, they'll party crazy again. I hope they do. That'd be awesome. Top 5 Caribbean teams run. International break is over. I think Suriname is better than Jamaica. Suriname, number 1. Jamaica, 2. I don't know about Curacao. Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico don't look half bad. 3. Playing forward. Shot. Saved. Dominican Republic and Curacao. Well, no. If Trinidad plays like they do in that second game, okay, no. Trinidad. Jamaica, Suriname, Jamaica, Trinidad, Puerto Rico, Curacao. Wrong. I mean, I really don't care, frankly. I think I predicted Suriname over Iraq or something like that, but I had the final Suriname Iraq, so whoever I had winning that. Going down the box! Penalty! Penalty! Wait, no. Yellow card for Liam Miller? No, Liam Miller got called for a dive. Yellow card, Liam Miller for a dive. So no penalty, goal kick. Flores is a live wire, I agree. Haiti number 1 still is Curacao 2, Jamaica 3, Trinidad 4. Really, we're yellow carding dives and friendlies. We're really yellow carding dives and friendlies. Who cares? Buddy, who cares? Flores is awesome, though. Flores is man of the match for me. Liam Miller gets a yellow card for a dive in a friendly. You power tripping fuck. The referee is a power tripping fuck. Like, why are we... Seriously, why are we... Oh, my. The Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers are 1-2 in the MLB right now as we speak. It's only game 5. Either way, I wasn't even thinking of Haiti. 4 subs: Junior Hoylett, Jason Russell Rowe, Ali Ahmed, and Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Playing forward, or 75th minute substitutions. Are the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1? The Toronto Blue Jays. Bolivia would win versus Iraq. I think Iraq is a solid team. I mean, last time I saw them play, I think they're pretty damn solid. Brazil gets a fake penalty against Croatia with 2 minutes left. Organizational change needs to happen for Jamaica. If the JFF are so focused on the UK football system for talent, they need to evaluate every player in the Jamaica team to see if they're capable. Yankees are leading the Mariners 2-0. Well, at least that's on the video I just seen. Playing forward, 76th minute. Texas Rangers, Miami Marlins 4-1. But the standings as it stands, the Jays and Brewers are 1-2 in the 1-2. Playing forward. Tunisia on the ball, 77th minute. No foul? Okay, free kick for Canada. The Chiefs are hoping to be showcased on Christmas Day for the 4th straight year. Because Belize, they didn't qualify for the World Cup and they didn't even get close. I don't think he really cares about friendlies. Did they even play any? I don't even know. Did they even play any? See, that's how much they're irrelevant. Sorry, had to say it. Either way, Miami Marlins are looking pretty damn good, yeah. '78th minute. Tunisia, free kick for Canada. Playing forward. Cross in. Brought down and cleared for a corner. 79th minute. Belize lost versus St. Martin and Guyana 3-1. Hell no. I don't want Arteta either. He's a fraud. Again, call the pirate. The only person that I will accept who isn't, well, call the pirate, Bobby Smirniotis. No Michael Bradley, no Vanny return, none of that. Pirate or bust, Smirniotis or bust. That's it. Ball crossed in. Header, cleared away. I guess, well, no, Jesse Marsh ain't leaving Canada. And I'm sure if he leaves Canada, he's going to do something else and not coach TFC, unlike John Herdman. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, Jesse Marsh is good too, but I don't think he would. If he's leaving Canada, it's for something better, and it wouldn't be an MLS team. I don't think he'd ever coach the USA, but either or. I don't think Jesse Marsh ever coached the USA after the way things went down. I think Belize, haven't they made the Gold Cup before? I think they have. It's been a long time. I feel like 2010, yeah. I felt like they made one more recently, though. Either way. Either way. 80th minute. Playing forward. Shot saved. Canada joins with Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. Good luck. I mean, I think Canada can win that group. Playing forward. Canada, shot, save, 81st minute. Let's see. Iraq, Bolivia, there we go. '81st minute. Hoylett. Junior Hoylett. What? He got tackled. Advantage played, still has the ball. Canada advantage played. Jason Russell Rowe. Jason Russell Rowe with a cross. Saved. Goal kick. Belize got a draw with Honduras at RFK Stadium. Washington, D.C. Nice, yeah. 0-0. '82 minutes. Last comment above, dark horses in World Cup. I think Canada's one of them. I think Mexico, if they play like they just did, they might be. Japan. I don't know if you really could call Japan dark horses, but I would. I would call Japan dark horses. I think Japan are very good. Playing forward. Ahmed. Plays it forward. Kone. Jason Russell Rowe. Shot away and cleared. I think Japan are dark horses. Morocco. I don't think you can call them that. We'll see what happens with Morocco. Now they got to prove it wasn't a fluke. Japan are still closer to the dark horse territory. But, I mean, if you can't call one, I don't think you can call either a dark horse. France is France. England, for better for worse, is England. Croatia's Croatia. Like, you can't call Croatia dark horses either. Segor. Like, Croatia recently, and Croatia's had some really good World Cup runs. Like, I think Croatia are a power. Can't really call them a dark horse. So I'd say Canada, Mexico, Japan. I think Japan's stretching it. Brazil, I don't trust Brazil as far as I can throw them. 84th minute. In my opinion, I couldn't trust Brazil as far as I could throw them. In my opinion. That's just me. That's just me. 84th minute. Canada playing forward. Junior Hoylett. Junior Hoylett on the ball. Takes it into the box. Switches the play, and that's going to stay in for, that'll be a goal kick. Go out for a goal kick. Out of boots for a goal kick. $18 for 19 for Tunisia, 85th minute. As I said, Japan, Canada, Mexico. That's all I can really think of. '85th minute. '85th minute. We will flip to the Iraq-Bolivia game as quick as I can after this game is over. Canada playing forward. Brought down. Good clearance. Clear. Good. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy plays it forward. Here comes Canada. Plays it up the pitch. Good run. Jebison on the ball. Still Jebison. Blocked away. Cleared. 86th minute. Good run by Jebison, though. Oh. Well, would not be shit. And Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 is possibly canceled. Ali Ahmed. Floyd. Sounds like Floyd delayed the fight. Yeah, I'm not surprised. 87th minute. Floyd doing Floyd things. Playing forward. Goes down the box. I mean, I would think. I don't know. I feel like being taken down like that in the box without the ball on you is probably. But that's a free kick for Tunisia. Really. Bullshit. Mexico looked very good versus Belgium, which the U.S. got crushed by. Playing forward. 88th minute. I'm not surprised, and Kazuma Okamoto's better. Those are my thoughts. When's the next live? Iraq, Bolivia in a couple of minutes. 89th minute. 0-0. Crossed forward. Canada. 89th minute. Osorio Plays through. Hoylett cleared for a corner in the final minute of regular time. I'm leaving soon for the Bolivia stream match. Might take me a minute or two after it kicks off to be on fully, but we will get as close as we can. Got paid to do it, so corner for Hoylett. Canada 0-0. Seconds to go before stoppage time. I don't think it'd be that much, but either way. Ball crossed in. Cleared away by Tunisia. Headed forward. Canada on it. Hoylett chips over the top, and that's going to go to the goalie and save. 90 minutes. How much stoppage time? 2 minutes. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Univision post tamales versus waffles. You know, tamales versus waffles. I get why they're doing that. That's pretty funny. I don't know. I love tamales. But I love waffles. But one's a dinner food, one's a breakfast food. I love both. But if I want some sweet and breakfast, waffles. If I want some savory and, I guess you could make dessert tamales, but, you know, some savory and supper, tamales. Or lunch, I guess. You could have tamales for lunch. But savory and sweet is what I mean by that. You know, I like both. I love tamales. I think I would have to choose tamales. Free kick for Tunisia. If I had to choose, I'd choose tamales. If I had to choose. Depends on your mood. But if I had to choose the food I like more, I think I'd give it to tamales. I'd give it to tamales. Yeah. I think I would. If I had to choose. Maybe it's because it's a more special thing for me. And when I do eat waffles, they're probably more Eggos than anything else. Because I don't have a waffle maker. That's just Eggos. So, either way. I mean, I guess both are special. Having like real waffles or real tamales, homemade / out of a restaurant that isn't an Eggo or a freaking Schnucks to make, or tamale. We know how those work. Full time, 0-0. A 0-0 draw for Canada, Tunisia. But I thought Canada was the better team. They just didn't score. Could have been worse. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Hit that hype button to get this up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to put this up. Or hit that join button to become a member. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share it with the family. All that great stuff. I'll see you in a couple of minutes for Iraq versus Bolivia. So sit tight. I'll be back. Try to be back as quickly as I can. See you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you soon.